So this is gonna have to be a video split into two because the devil is trying to do everything in his power to keep me from talking. So this is gonna be another split video, whatever, you know, you get it. Anyway, I was basically targeted. Like my teeth, back to what I was saying, my teeth, at the age of 13, I had problems. My childhood wasn't really a childhood. That's the first thing I'm going to get started with. My childhood was not a childhood. When I say that before I got with this girl, things weren't so bad, they were still bad, but they weren't as bad as what she made them. At the age of 5, yes, I still remember this. At the age of 5, I found a girl, another either 5-year-old, 6-year-old, I don't remember what the age was, but she was my age. We had gotten into, you know, a really close bond, and then decided to get into a relationship. At 5. Everything was going really good, too. No problems, no fights, no nothing. Up until my family found out. Yep. The moment my family found out, my family is a very, 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 very dark family. Every last one of my family members is a dark magic user. So, if y'all can even picture what I be going through on a daily, you'd know and understand why I am this way. I don't have clothes. That's why I barely get to look nice. I have clothes, yes. I don't have a whole lot. Does that stop me? I also don't get to eat a whole lot. Does that stop me? Does that make me stop believing in God? Does that make me want to, you know, not live? No, not at all. There's days I've went without food. Did I lose hope? Did I lose faith? No. I continued obeying God and continued keeping my faith in God, and now I've got food. May not be a whole lot, but I definitely have food. And I'm grateful for it. I don't have money either. This world, let me just give you a little bit of a wake-up call. This is how bad asleep this world is. Everybody's all about bling. Nice shirts, nice pants, nice socks, nice shoes. Oh, wow, look at me. I got my hair done. You know, I've got some shaves on the side. You know, I got a design right here, you know. You don't need all that. Or rich people. Look at this. I got all this money. Look at that. Woo! You don't need that either. God over money. God over money. I'm going to say it one more time. God over money. Did you hear that clearly? When you obey God and you have real, true faith, things happen in your favor. You show God that you're obeying Him and you do the things that you're supposed to do, you're going to have what you need. Your needs are already met. You know what? Let me just say this. I've never been homeless. Even when I met this girl and she tried to do every last single thing that she could do to take me down, I've never been homeless. She tried. She tried real hard. Before I ever let God in my life, He already had His hand over my life. He was already protecting me. He is the one that has trialed and tested me through all of this, to prove to the world that it is possible to change and transform yourself and overcome all the trauma and nastiness that this world has. See, this world is all on strong ego. I do not have an ego. I do not care about ego. I do not message people on Facebook. I don't message people on Snapchat. I don't message people on Instagram. I don't make posts looking for attention. I don't do any of those things. People going and doing negative things behind the scenes while acting fake in front of people, that's literally an ego. Now, let me just give you some proof that I know what I'm talking about. Okay, first of all, have you ever came in contact with someone who you had a little bit of an off feeling about? Like, you walk up onto them and you're like, please stay over there. Or like you don't physically say that, but it's like, please stay right over there. And you're like trying to like stay away from them, but then they're coming up onto you. Before you even knew anything, if they started coming up onto you and start, conversating with you and stuff, and all of a sudden you start to feel a whole crap load of either not having energy, all of a sudden you're getting anxious, a whole bunch of anxiety, triggered, mad, weak. Being around that one person that you were talking to, guess what? You know what that is? That person is not true to you. Let me say it again. They're not true to you. They have ill intentions. If you feel weak or you feel drained talking to someone, stay away. Their intentions are ill for you. Very, very ill. You see, that's how narcissists are. Copycats, gang stalkers, people who think they have people thinking that they are obligated to go and touch and dip into places that they don't have the right or the authority to do so. You understand that? Having great faith in the Lord has shown me a whole bunch of stuff. I see things for how they are. You can't lie to me. You can't hide nothing from me. You can't even surprise attack me. I just know. That's because I've overcame every last thing that they have put me through personally. Now, here's the other thing that this world is so heavily on. Looking nice. Having your hair done up all nice and everything, like, that's what the devil wants you to think. The devil wants you to believe that you need to dress up nice. You need to have nice pants. You need to have nice socks. You need to have nice shoes. Guess what? My shoes, this. You see that? This. This is what I wear all year round. This. You don't need nice things to succeed in life. Period. And I'm the proof of that. You don't need a nice car to succeed. You don't need a nice house or apartment to succeed. You don't need a bunch of nice things in your house to succeed. That's all ego. That's what the devil wants you to think. Lucky for the devil and Hades, Maleficent, all their little minions, and everything else, they can't touch me. Because I've got God on my side. So now, if that doesn't give you enough proof that I know what I'm talking about, and there is so much more that I could just sit here and talk about and yap about and go on about all day. Like, you guys would be mind blown. I'm so serious. I was not lying when I tell you this. I am not a liar. That's one thing. To be obedient with God, you don't lie. You don't manipulate. You don't try to play mind games. You don't overstep. You need boundaries. Every human needs boundaries. Every human needs time for themselves. And never, ever sacrifice your own needs for someone else. Take care of yourself first. That is more important. It is okay to set boundaries with someone. I had to. That was no questions asked. Either I did, or I was still gonna have problems. Very much so. And they're trying to stop me from talking right now. And you know how many times I've had this specific thing put on my head that I needed to start making content and telling the world about what I've been through from the Lord? The Lord gave me that. You hear me? The Lord gave me that. But because of how bad they were trying to attack me, I kept getting my mind manipulated. That's why I say when I say I've been through mind games, I've been through it. And I beat it. I've been through other nasty things and I beat it. Because I'm not that person. This girl that I ran into tried to change me for the worst. And here I am. Now, my condition that I was in Not only did I want to die every day, but I didn't want to get up out of bed. I would rather sit here or lay here in bed all day and do nothing. Didn't even want to cook. Had no motivation to cook. No motivation to clean. No motivation to do anything, to be honest. This girl was just taking it all. I have been away from this girl, and now my whole family is trying to do dark magic on me. You see, they've been trying to get me to come around a whole lot more than I used to. I had to... Actually, at one point, I did come around a whole lot. But then when I met this girl, it kind of slowed down. Then there were times that we ended up being around for a while. Then we split again. And it ended up going bad again. And then, after all of that was said and done, it was like, I don't know, she was like a very, very, very negative, toxic person. If she didn't get what she wanted, she crashed out. If she wanted something, I don't have a car, I don't have a license, I walk everywhere. Do I care? Depending on the weather, yes. But if it's a nice day, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna walk. If it's not a nice day, but I have to go out, then I have to go out. That's just all there is to it. But there's just so much, like, my memory, see? I told you, they're trying to make me stop talking about everything that I've been through. I just had what I was gonna say, and now I can't remember. It'll come back. Just wait. It'll come back. It will come back. I know we were talking about the girl. Didn't completely disappear. And how toxic she was. Okay, yeah. So, if it was raining, snowing, cold, below zero, even fucking scalding hot, and now, here's the devil trying to... You see, that word that I just said? I can't believe I just said that. I mean, it's not really bad, though. And before anybody starts judging, let me just tell you what I mean. It's a sin to cuss when you're using it against others. Calling people names using it. That's a sin. You don't call people names. Okay? This world is already so bad that cussing is already all over this world. Literally. All over this world. Like, you hear it everywhere. There's not a single place that you can go in this world and not hear it. That's how bad it's in this world. So, it's hard to not slip up on those words. I'm working on it, as you can see, you know. This whole video, I hadn't said a whole entire word, cuss word at all. Don't even know why I said that one word. That was not at the top of my head. I'm just going to say that right now. I was not going to say that. But I'm going to tell you right now that if you stick with all of this information that's in this video, I know it was kind of everywhere. It wasn't, honestly, I wasn't even planning to do this. I did not wake up today planning to make a video. Not at all. But what I can say is if you stick with me on this journey, there are many, 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 many other things that I could show you guys. Many other things. And there's so much more that I could talk about, but we're already 21 minutes into this video. I'm not trying to make it a whole long video. It's already going to be a little bit long because I literally started this video and then it ended. So I had to split the video. But you will see true, real change in everything. And here's the other thing too. Back to the looks. Don't let nobody tell you how you should look. Don't let other people's negative comments get to you. Just don't. Anybody tries to look at you and be like, ew, look at you. Thanks, but I'm perfectly good how I am. Thank you. You know, like, don't even pay attention. I don't care. I did at one point in time. I don't no more. This is who I am. Either people are going to accept me for who I am, or we don't have to speak. Might be harsh.